I am stopping smoking, and this is why. Probably what will happen is I'll stop smoking and all of a sudden realize I've got lung cancer.
Or you lose your voice.
No, I can't lose my voice because I'm starting to do voices again. Like, see if I can do Bobby right now. I can't.
Hi, my name is Bobby. And every...
No, see, there it cracked. I can't. I'm not even going to try. If it cracks once, sometimes I try to push through it. Like, if I push through it, I can do Mr. Hanky. Like, I was trying to push through it the other, like, it was a while back when I was doing Bobby one night. It's better when I drink hot coffee. But we're reading about, let's do Mary, but we'll do Bobby here in a sec. I was trying,
Hi, my name is Bobby. Ho, boys and girls.
and it was just, I had to learn to break through the,
Howdy ho.
it's not a good Mr. Hanky, but I think it's a decent, you know who it is.
Yeah, the turd.
Howdy ho, boys and girls.
He's the turd.
He's the turd. He's the turd. Yes, he's the turd. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. He lives me and he lives you. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. I'm not going to do it. But let's just call her Mary. As we're going through a list of shit of ideas that I've written down over the night, most of them are useless now. I forget the thought behind it. Don pulled out, what's it called?
Let's call her Mary.
Let's call her Mary. Now, taken out of context, there was a reason why there's a lot of reasons why I wrote that down. It comes from John Price. John Price in the 90s called everybody Mary. And that was, and John Price was part of my introduction to the gay world. And everybody was a Mary or this Mary or that Mary, and I kind of went out of my way to overdo calling everybody Mary, and it didn't. And a lot of people just didn't really didn't like it. But so calling somebody a Mary is to put her down. But that is not what this is for. This was for the assistant that we that she shall not be named, because I wrote, let's just call her Mary, so as I don't get sued. Because I would think this person would be the kind of person that would sue me if I mentioned her name in the context of this. But this was, see, what did I write underneath it? I wrote, I don't know, Sobriety, Mike leaving in Santa Monica, July 4th. I don't know. Oh! This is what we were talking about. We did this the other night. Let's talk about this. Why I was forced into sobriety.
Okay.
So, on the 4th of July, 2006, my friend Mike and I, who I'm staying with, like my last resort person to stay with. After this, I don't know where the hell I'm going to go when I get kicked out of there. We go to Santa Monica to get some meth. And we're near the ocean. And Mike says, oh, there's the building. And he goes to pull up, and I get out, and he just drives off. and I said, I went like this, and I ran out in the street, and he stopped, and he backed up and almost ran over me. He said, I'll find parking, and I'll be back.
Oh.
And I said, oh, okay. He said, just go in without me.
You thought you were being left.
Well, I had the money. And as I was walking towards the door, I thought, what do I do with this money? I've got $100 in my hand. Should I go buy the meth? Or should I walk and get the hell out of here? Well, I went and bought the meth. And we fooled around with whatever, there was a pile.
Yeah.
There was a pile of people, and just kind of dive in. Mm-hmm. Do a few waves and jump out. And anyways, where's Mike? Where the hell is he? So I wait a little bit longer, and we got there at like 6 in the morning or some shit.
Right.
It's light out because it's July, but it's like 6 in the morning, and this is like 10 o'clock. I look up, I'm like, the hell is Mike? He doesn't know himself. Oh my God, he left me.
Did he?
He abandoned me in Santa Monica. Well, Mike had some issues. It's just Mike had some serious issues. He liked his pills, and but that was on the 4th of July. That was That was on the 4th of July. And as I walked out that door, that was on a Tuesday. I thought, today's Tuesday. My friend Donato has an AA meeting in his backyard I've never been to that he's invited me to go. There's campfire and candlelight. And I walked by there once thinking that was it, but I'm thinking, oh, that can't be it because everybody's so happy in the meeting. I was like, this can't be an AA meeting. These, happy people running around, laughing in the back, eating food and joking. And I guess it didn't seem like an AA meeting, but I knew that at 10 o'clock in the morning, if I walked from Santa Monica, I could probably be to his place on Bronson and Fountain within the allotted time, maybe. And if not, I miss the meeting, then I'll just go back to Mike's.
Now you talk about Santa Monica Boulevard or Santa Monica City,
Santa Monica City.
and you walk to Bronson in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's a good 6 or 10 miles.
Yeah. Speed walked. Hi. Well, the last I used was at 10 in the morning. So that when I stopped, that became my sobriety date. Or maybe it was on the 3rd. I don't know. Wait a minute. No, it was. I was on the 4th. It was on the 4th because it was the Tuesday. It was a Tuesday. So I was told at that point, just count that as your first day of sobriety because you stopped that day. It's okay. Anyway, so it was on the 4th of July. And I knew that if I went to Donato's, I might be able to find somebody to help me.
Yeah.
Because I really needed some help. Mike just abandoned me, and this is my last. What am I going to do? So I forgot to tell you how I was dressed.
Slutty.
Well, I was tweaking, and it was the middle of summer. So I didn't have a lot of clothes on. I had a pair of yellow nylon shorts. No underwear. No underwear.
No shirt.
No, I had a shirt. I had a tank top, and I had a white shirt in my backpack. And I had a fresh pair of socks in my backpack. But I was wearing sandals. Because I left the shoes at Mike's house. Because I was living there.
Until you weren't.
Huh?
Until you weren't.
Until I weren't. No, I could still go back there. I'm sure you'd say, oh, come on in. I don't know, I just forgot you were there. Or something like that. I'm sure that's what the case would have been. I forgot it. It was dry. I went to the park and all of a sudden, I'm at the beach. I'm like, how the hell did I get here? So I just came home. I wonder where you were. I mean, that would be where something like Mike's response. And I didn't have any money to call him anyways and say, hey, where the hell are you?
Oh yeah, you
And
had
the
to
place-
put money in the thing and dial and all that. No cell phones. Oh yeah,
and
those
well, no,
days.
and well, nobody had a cell phone, and of course the tweaker the tweaker apartment we were in had no phone
Oh,
because
great.
there was no electricity. There was a generator in the back, generating just enough power to play the TV and the DVD player and one light. So it watched TV and porn and there was no running water. There was no running water either. So after I left, I realized I have no money. I have no money. I can't take the bus back. Nobody has a phone. The phone's disconnected. Nobody has any money in there for me to use to borrow $1 to go buy a phone because everybody spent all their money on meth. So covered in lube and sex. 104 degrees outside. In these really short yellow nylon shorts.
This clinging to you by
No,
now.
they're kind of free flowing. No underwear. And these really thin flip flops. And a backpack that must have weighed 200 pounds full of all kinds of shit that I could possibly need throughout the day in my life as a tween. I set off from Santa Monica, like near 3rd Street Promenade,
Right.
to Bronson and Santa Monica, between Bronson and Santa Monica and Fountain. And I walked. And I had no water.
Mm.
And I stopped a few places along the way where people left water, and I just like there's a cafe. I did that in Santa Monica in a couple places and down the way. And if somebody if there was a water bottle laying, there's so many ways to use a water bottle. I didn't care. I'd use the water bottle and I'd go fill it up once then I had a water bottle of somebody's. I didn't care. I just needed water. I needed to get to the meeting, and I'd been to enough meetings prior to this, 3 of them. Maybe no, more than 3, maybe half a dozen. My boyfriend thought I went for 2 years straight. I just went and got high, and that's why it didn't work. That's why it didn't work. He's like, well, I don't know what's not working. And we'll go, well, it just isn't working, Jim. There's got to be something else. And I once in a while I got dressed and showered and went up and made it all nice to go out, and I go to a fucking sex party. Get high. Yeah. Well, I was at the Gay and Lesbian Center. And it's just a very dismal place. It was very, very dismal, and there was a lot of happiness there. It was just people want more happy at a sex party.
Yeah.
It's like nobody was happy at the meetings that I went to, and I've since I've been to meetings where people are very happy, but the ones that I went to, I hate people who are newcomers. If somebody's under 2 years, I don't want to have anything to do with them. Hi, I'm fresh. Just used 20 minutes before I got here. Thought I'd stop in and check, say hi. Can I have some help? Okay, cool. I guess not. I'll come back in 2 years if I stop today. That was my first impression of the meetings.
Mm.
But I made it to Donato's. I was so worried it was 4th of July and like there wouldn't be a meeting there. No, there's a meeting. And food, cake, ice cream, treats, and I'm tweaked. There's coffee.
And water.
And water. And a very clean bathroom, anally retentive clean, and there's fire pit in the back, and people are all around it, and it just looks like this kumbaya thing. Somebody's playing a guitar, and the meeting hasn't started yet, and all of a sudden I look around, I'm like, oh my God, there were so many people in my life that had disappeared. I didn't know where they went. I thought they were dead. No. Most of them got sober and were in the meeting, and I went to this meeting, and I must have known, there's probably 150, 200 people at the meeting. And that's maybe an exaggeration. Maybe 100, 125 at that night there. It was just packed. And there's chairs all around. There's a fire pit in the middle. There's leopard skin fabric that stretches from one end to the other, and just shitloads of pillows. And everybody just kind of piles around and watches. There's dogs that run around, and there's food everywhere. And this was my entrance. This is my welcome into the program. My friend Blaine, another person who disappeared from my life, Blaine Cotton. Plain one. Oh, come here. Where you been? Where you? Oh, no. And so I'm staying with my friend Mike. No, you're going to stay with me. And grabbed me, drugged me, took me back to his place, took me to a few meetings, and the next thing you know, I was in the McIntyre house. Mm. And I can thank Mike for leaving me in Santa Monica.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.